What's up, everyone? 2020 Murder here, and we're back with more League of Legends. And the last time we left off, we played Darius top lane. That didn't go too well, but this time I have something a little different. Something that me and my friend have called the kill lane, where he goes Pantheon Support, and I play ADC. Now, we actually did this way back in the day around Season 5. This was before Jinx's nerfs. So she was a lot better back then, a lot more DPS, and basically the strategy is my friend as Pantheon Support goes in and stuns them, and then me as Jinx throw my traps down and root them, and then we kill them easily. However it doesn't necessarily work as easily now, since Jinx requires a bit more time to actually get to the point where she can do the same thing she did before her nerfs. And as you're seeing, this invade didn't go too well, partially because we just weren't ready for all three of them there, and we didn't position well. And I wasn't expecting Gangplank to be there, and I was also expecting Rammus to help us, but no matter. But anyway, the strategy now with Pantheon Jhin is Pantheon goes in and stuns them, and then me starting as W on Jhin, I root them afterwards. And given Jin's incredible scaling and damage potential, this works out well, since I gain a guaranteed crit on my fourth hit, and that crit also deals missing health damage. And it's helpful since this lane combo is very damaging, and you can see here on the Annie, she died fairly easily, since we were able to CC her pretty much instantly, and then kill her. Luckily, I had my crit up at the right time. So far, even despite our failed invade and losing 3 kills and losing some time, we're back in the game with a kill back under our belts. So pretty much the whole pressure is the fact that Pantheon stun is guaranteed. My root after that is guaranteed. Pretty much both of our damage is guaranteed after some CC happens, and this works out later in the game too, when we start to help others, as when Pantheon goes in. He goes to stun them, and then if they get out of range, and if I'm in range, then I can root them, and then the rest of my team can catch up and kill them, and then I get assist. I get an assist as a result. So going to this lane, it's actually fairly easy, since Lucian is fairly short ranged, and then Annie as well is short ranged. So they have to commit fairly hard in order to get any poke off on us and get any damage. And it helps in our favor, since Pantheon, being a melee assassin fighter, he also when people try to get close, then it gives him an easy time to land his combo. So as you see, we're doing fairly well. Rammus gave us a gank there, very helpful from very good gank on his part. So I'll just move over these pictures to make it easier to keep track of everyone. You go down there. There you go. So we're doing fairly well. We have a kill on Lucian. He has 2 assists. No big deal. We're up a 14 CS right now. And I accidentally pinged enemy's vision here because I have it binded to my mouse button. But no big deal. So Lucian dashes in, I shoot him, he shoots me a little bit. I'm trying to get in range to do something. I root him, crit him. Lucian goes in for the stun, ignite, dead. And that's pretty much the base of the lane. It's pretty much a kill lane, and we were actually pretty happy this worked, because we we're actually waiting for. We actually wanted to do this again because Pantheon Support was actually one of the things that we did all the time when Lulicia was first learning how to play League, because I just played ADC since that requires a lot, since I was already playing for a couple years at that point, and it's like the best way to learn is to play with someone else. And if you play a support, then the more experienced person, who was me at the time, can do the job of damage, and you can just set up the kills, and we can get that covered. So try to go back. I didn't go back with Lulicia. I don't know why I didn't. I thought Lucian was going to ward and get us. So I back over here. And top lane so far isn't going too well for our Aatrox. Aatrox, Pantheon, and me were all in the party. Yeah, I don't blame him though. Ornn is actually getting pretty good with all his buffs now, so I'm losing track of all the things he can do now. And Gangplank is doing pretty well. I don't blame Lux either. Gangplank's barrels do so much damage, and of course after he gets Trinity Force and everything, it's just complete unexpected damage, and you don't really expect it until after the barrels blow up, and by that time you're slowed by 60%, and then afterwards you can't really do anything because then he just follows up and bops you, and you're gone. So yeah, our fault. We didn't ping early in time. We didn't ping early in time to warn Lux of that, so that was on our bad. And I guess we got a glimpse of Ornn missing his ult, so he didn't get that engage on our Aatrox, and here they go on Jax, and Jax, being him, jumps to a ward to get away and just barely lives. Oh, stuff was happening down there home. We'll back it up 15 seconds. So here, after Annie and Lucian got done with their gank in mid, they came back down, and us being the kill lane, we decided to get on them. So Flash gets that crit off on Annie, Lucian gets away, and we're still with full health. So here now all I have to do is stay cool and get the tower. That's our main job in this lane. Get kills, put Annie and Lucian behind, get the tower, spread our win to the rest of the game. So there it is. And also, this is actually really good for bot lane because of Pantheon's passive, where he gains the shield. It's very good for dives because he can take a tower shot and not have any fear of taking a free tower shot, because he can block it with his shield and walk out by the time that ends. So go back up top, Gangplank, try to do something cheeky, get Rammus, but thankfully Lux was there to help out with that. But unfortunately, Jax is gonna get this kill with his stun. Lux can't really do much against Jax, because if Jax jumps on her, she's pretty much dead. So that is rather unfortunate. He's gonna get away. Just way too mobile for Lux. Looks like our Aatrox coming in. Oh, Jax goes down. Thank you, Aatrox. So, and then Aatrox goes back to lane. Help with that. And then let's rewind a little bit to see what's happening down here.
The final scene begins.
Before that, so going down here, he goes down to dive Annie. Unfortunately, tower deals too much damage to him, and he goes down to Annie. And here, Annie stays, and I ult, and I guess he was trying to run into the jungle to get away from me, but I got the shot off just in time. So another kill for me, 4-1 and 3.
Bliss
and now
only in the moment before I fire.
And now our lane is 3-2-4 for Pantheon, 4-1-3 for me, and Lucian and Annie is 1, 3, and 3, and 1, 4, and 2. Ornn gets that ult off, it doesn't make anything happen because of base off of it. So lucky for Aatrox, it was just a smidgen of damage on him. So go back to the lane. We almost have their tower down. They're pushing the lane because I had to go back. Didn't want to risk it anything. Pantheon goes in with his ult, deters Lucian from pushing any further, and Pantheon gets some farm for himself. And so both of them are back in lane. I'm coming back into lane. All's well and good in the world. The only unfortunate thing is that it goes in for the stun, going for the root, going for the grenade, going for the shots, get the movement speed from heal and warlords, and crit, and forget that I'm reloading, shoot, and he is out of there. So at this point, I have a full upgraded boost of swiftness. Those are boosts you want to go on Jhin just because they increase your movement speed the most. That increases your movement speed the most. And you want to go for Infinity Edge first. That increases your damage, increases your critical chance, increases your critical damage. Which is good since you're critting every 4th shot. It's good to increase your critical strike damage. So after we got the first tower, we decided to roam, help mid, help the Sherman from getting a tower. Aatrox was getting the top tower. His Ornn's back in base. He was probably too injured. So they're getting really cheeky. So here I go. I'm just gonna ult and turn him from the turret. You know, no big. Managed to get him off the turret, so we save it just in time. Pantheon went back, and his ult is up in a little bit, so he can't come back to lane and get that Gangplank. Gangplank misses the barrel. I root him. Lux gets the kill. Good job. So I don't care that she might have stole, but I mean she needed it. She's 3-5-0. She needed that against Gangplank to get her back in the game, get her some gold for items. Aatrox barely missing his E there, so here we're at the dragon. So I think we put my trap to deter Annie from jumping over. So we get the dragon easy peasy. Annie didn't steal it. Lucian's farming down there. Lux is taking the mid turret, and here, us two, we're gonna try and do something cheeky with Lucian, but instead I think we end up looping around towards mid to help Lux. Yeah, this is what happened because we tried to help out Lux, but then Annie appeared and Gangplank came by, and I got killed by his barrels. And yeah, good on Annie for staying in that bush. Good job on Gangplank for getting there in time. So Rammus comes in to protect the turret from Jax. The turret in front of it. Annie is fairly low at around 300 health right now. Trying to deter Rammus from doing anything to Jax. Gangplank's in mid 2. So Rammus gets stunned. Does get hit by Annie W. Tibbers goes down. There you go. Tibbers finally goes down. Barely. Annie gets a kill just barely by a tower shot. Everything barely missing. That's super unfortunate. So Ajax is away with his ward jumping. Aatrox barely surviving a tower dive on Ornn. Oh, Lux with the snipe one was back up for that. So chase goes on. I'm down by bot lane. Lux gets the root over the wall. So Panther trying to chase Gangplank, but not too much success. So down bot lane, Lucian running away. Gangplank down here to protect him. And let's see what Pantheon can do. Alright, backs off. Put some traps in the bushes in case they follow us. So everything's back to normal. Everything's calm now. Lux taking her tower like normal. Gangplank go back to base. Everyone from enemy teams returning to us, and almost everyone from our team is returning to their positions as well. So far so good. Pantheon 4-3-5, me 5-2-5. So far so good. Lux gets the E off. I get the root off. Chain into Lux's ultimate. Perfect. And we get the turret. Get bursted by the barrel. The only thing that's the only thing I don't like about Gangplank is the damage that the barrels can produce. But you know they did good since he is mainly a fighter. But I just wish there was some better damage output control on there. So Ornn goes down for Lux. So battle of Aatrox and Ornn. Aatrox gets his passive off. Aatrox is in his ult. It just went down. Lux comes in just time to save him. So here the three of us are in the jungle. We're gonna get Jax. He is taunted. Shoot him. Dies to Rammus. Gambit comes in. Doesn't deal that much damage to Rammus. So now we chase him a little bit. Oranges. Lucian gets a bot turret. No big deal. We already have 2 turrets down. Well, now turrets are even for both of us. We're about to get Rift Herald. It looks like they're also about to work on getting top tower as well. And Gangplank and Ornn looks like they're going to be coming into the rescue there.
Smile. Everyone is watching.
Annie goes and try to do something, but unfortunately she forgets that she does that as support going Agent Coin and Tier first. She doesn't have much damage output even against a Pantheon even against a support Pantheon. So we get the Rift Herald. Ornn goes down to Lux. Good job on them. Gangplank can't really do much since he's mostly a caster, and Lucian almost goes down. Gangplank with the flash just in time. Aatrox dive. Gangplank with the ult almost gets Lucian.
They're not just oranges. They're blood oranges.
Gangplank with the taunting. Yeah, Gangplank is the one doing the best on their team right now, 9-2-5, with Jax following close behind at 5-2-3. And here I barely get Jax. And now I'm 7-2-7. Pantheon's 4-4-8. And Lux is 7-7-0. So Lux is making a comeback. She's getting back in the game. That's all good. Now all I have to do is just farm up and get my health back. Rammus getting red. Aatrox teleporting back to top to try and save the turret. Ornn ulting. Misses the ult. So thankfully that works out well for him. Lucian going back to super low. Pantheon ulting in. Just barely misses the bush. Gets stuns Ornn. Back to this. I forgot something happened. Root Gangplank. See, this is why Jhin is really good in not just this meta, but I guess even before. I mean, even after his buffs and everything, he became really good. But he's really good with any team that has any sort of CC or anything that can be chained off of his W. Since if any amount of damage goes off, he's able to put his W on anyone and root them. So Jax goes and doing the same. We get mid tower. Lux goes down. Lux's E went off. at the right time get Jax as well, and he almost goes down. Does Aatrox go for it? No, Aatrox does not go for it. So we also get mid inhibitor turret, and I ult. That was my bad. I should have just kept shooting. So and that unfortunately that caused Gangplank to get into range, to kill me, and Lucian get out of range and be safe. So unfortunately we did not get the inhibitor, but 2 turrets is very good progress for 2 kills, and we're still ahead. I'm currently 8-3, 8-3 and 7. Pantheon is 4, 5 and 8. Lux is 8, 8 and 0. So she is staying even. Rams is 1, 6 and 4. No big deal. He's a tank, and you know, have it in mind just wanting kills and assists. I would be upset with my results of how many deaths I've been getting, but as long as everyone else is getting kills so that they can do damage that I can't do, that's fine by me. So they get the Rift Herald, three of them are there, so I come in, and that deters them from doing anything. Place wards. Excuse me. So now we're all coming in. Pantheon's ulting in. He ults Jax. I root him so he can't get away. His E runs out. I shoot him. I get the movement speed from my force shot. I shoot Annie. I think this is, and I use my rapid fire shot on her. I get another crit. Off. Kill her. So everything went well, and now after this we get the dragon, the 4 of us. Lucian and Gangplank are nearby, so we have to be careful of that. Lucian tried to ult to steal it. Thankfully, Rammus had smite, so get them. They have to get out of there. Gangplank getting ready with barrels in the bush. Unfortunately, they get spotted by the scrying orb that we hit. We get rid of their ward, and I get movement speed from a crit. I'm come in with a force shot, crit him, root him, so I can get more movement speed to get away as well. And we just kill minions to even out the lane is pushing. So Annie gets looks with Lucian's help. I thought Lucian died, so I stopped shooting him. I started going on Annie, and then I killed Lucian just right before I went down. Annie barely gets away. Annie with the exhaust. Gangplank's still staying behind. Rammus and Pantheon going in. Pantheon with the spear for the kill. Ornn finally getting top turret, so he's working on his advance. Rammus in the bot lane again against Gangplank. Gangplank fairly low, but with Gangplank's damage output and armor ignoring, he can probably do this. Yeah, he is. That's daughter for the true damage cannon in the center. So unfortunate for Rammus, that could have been a kill head. Gangplank not had his ult up, but good job nonetheless. So Lux and Pantheon up top lane again. Ornn ulting, Pantheon stunning him, missing the ult again. Probably would have been his victory. So here I'm coming in. I can't reach him with my shots, so I think I already tried to root him. I don't know. I can't remember. So here we go on Gangplank. Both of us get fairly low. Annie comes in. Unfortunately, I'm too low to do much of anything. And here I get caught in the Baron Pit because I saw Jax and I thought, well, now I have nowhere to go. So I go down. Now I'm 12-5 and 7. Pantheon is 5-5 and 12. Lux is 8-10 and 2, falling a little bit behind, but it's still in the game. Aatrox 3-4. Not doing too much elsewhere in the map, but still his pressure has made much help. Tibbers dies almost instantly to Baron, so Rammus takes down Lucian. Let's back up and check that out. So James takes him down. Thankfully, the Thor Mill reduces Lucian's healing that he should receive from the Blade of the Rune King. So, scrying over and ward deter their team from doing Baron. Annie and gameplay super low. Ornn's the one who's healthy. Ornn ults. Actually gets the dash off, knocks up Pantheon, but Pantheon doesn't really care about that. He was going for Gangplank, but went for Jax instead. Jax gets some. Afterwards, I come in, assist on Ornn, get the movement speed from the shot. Get another shot off, so I get more movement speed off. Gangplank kills Aatrox, gets his passive down. Cool, Annie, Gangplank ults. So unfortunate again. Root, miss Gangplank. Lucian, thankfully, get all the shots off, and now we go for Gangplank. Fortunately, I don't want to dive, so Rammus goes in first. I give him the heal to speed him up. Rammus gets slowed down again. Avoid the barrels, so I don't want to get hit by a slow from there. Shoot, and he's down. But anyway, the main idea for Pantheon Support, I guess I'll go into the build for Pantheon Support. We want to start with the Relic Shield since there isn't really a longsword equivalent of a support starting item, so you go Relic Shield for that. Sister Melee helps out since you can kill minions easier, help push, get gold for yourself, get gold for your ADC. And basically, Pantheon Support is almost like an off tank where you want to go. Where you want to go for the face of the mountain and go for other damage items such as Yomu's Ghostblade, Black Cleaver, There's any other item that gives you health and damage. For stun. For shots. That covered Gangplank coming in. Jinx barely gets away. So I wasn't too sure about where Gangplank was, but I saw the ward be placed there, so I knew he was nearby. See Gangplank there? I don't want to mess with him. I know he has a barrel somewhere. Yep, as I knew. So the oranges get the kill on Gangplank. We both get out of there alive. Kick leaves his ult. Lux lives another day. So now Lux is 10-11-7. Right now I'm 17-5-11. Pantheon 7-7-14. And things are going good. Things are going in our favor. We still have our second tier turrets. They still have their second tier turrets on top and bottom, but bottom is looking almost down, and we still have yet to get to their inhibitor to get that down. So they're farming the jungle. They didn't bother warding. We get the dragon fairly easily. So I go back so I can get some more items. As at this point, I think I have a fairly large amount of gold, so I can get something to help against the people who are now building armor on their team, which at this point is just Ornn. Actually, no, at this point I got lifesteal, since that was the main reason why I wasn't able to stay healthy in fights, is because I didn't have any lifesteal. And being Jhin, even though you don't have much in terms of DPS, you do have a lot of damage. So getting something in the form of the Bloodthirster helps a lot in that aspect. And at this point, I have let's see, 20, 30, 30. Yeah, I have 80% crit chance. So at this point, I am a very speedy Jhin with also 10% lifesteal. And 10% and 20%. 20% from the full Bloodthirster here. I didn't ward. Didn't think Ankle was going to be in the bush, so die in one hit pretty much. So unfortunate, that was the death that could have been avoided. So I'm back up in 30 seconds. Lucian is now getting some more items. He's 9 and 10 currently, and he is 8, 13 and 5. Ramson and Ornn having a tank battle up top. So Ornn is winning just because of all the CC he has. Pantheon coming in. There's a time for the assist. Ornn with the shields. Ornn with the ult. The knock up. He does not get the knock up. That's just right back into them and goes down. Lucian doesn't get his ult off on Lux. Lux lives. Lux barely avoids the ult, unfortunately. Fortunately, gameplay is able to finish that off. Chess is done and dies to Rammus. So Rammus goes after Lucian. Turns around to get Annie. That wasn't the wisest choice. Gets stunned by Annie. Fortunately goes down. So here we're just chasing Gangplank because he's their strongest guy on their team. He is their team. Pantheon gets stun off. I root him, get in range, and get the shot off. So also a good thing about Jhin is that he's not like other, I guess, ADCs who well, I guess in the current state of where critical strike chance is, you don't really need 100% crit, because before 100% crit was a really big accomplishment, and at that point you pretty much dealt more damage on every attack, and that was before when things didn't give nearly as much AD. But on Jhin, 80% on Jhin, really 70% or 80% is good enough. Is good enough damage-wise, or critical strike chance-wise, since you have a guaranteed crit on your fourth shot every time. And by the time you have the 3 items of Infinity Edge, Rapid Fire Cannon, Static Shiv, you have enough burst on your first shot to do a good chunk of damage to anything, and by that point, your last 2 items need to be something to help with survivability, and then killing your tanks. And for this game, I went for the Lord's Dominance Regards, which gives you more damage against enemies who have more health than you, and gives you the Last Whisper passive, which ignores their bonus armor. So here we're all converging on them. We got a good push off. At this point, Pantheon tries to go back, but I tell him not to. Get any tries to escape the base. Didn't mean to take that from Lux. At this point, my damage is very. I don't expect the damage that comes out of Jhin at all. Jax comes out to me, and I pretty much try to run from him, and it doesn't help to any amount. So yeah, they kill Gangplank and Dragon Pit. Good for them. I don't remember that I went down. Right now I'm 27 and 15, and I think Rammus gets away. Yeah, Rammus gets away just barely. Oh no, never mind. Jax gets a jump on him. So unfortunate for them. So Aatrox and Pantheon try to go on Jax to get him, stun him, ignite him, and he's dead. So right now it's just people just trying to protect towers, trying to push lanes, trying to get things happening elsewhere. Unfortunately, there's a huge group of minions on our side, and I got the tower. So now they're down to just top lane secondary turret to protect their inhibitors, and now there's just the inhibitor tower, and we still need to get that inhibitor. So here we go to get the Ocean Drake. Me and Pantheon roaming together in the mid lane. And as you can see, Pantheon now with Titanic Hydra. Now he's fairly tanky. As you can see, he has 3,000 health, and he still does minor amount of damage with 285 AD. Very. So, and he gets to jump on him, burst him down pretty well. I kill Tibbers. And he flashes. Rammus loops around. Aatrox goes down. Shoot her for 600 damage crit. So, Ornn ults, I get out of the way of that. And I shoot him for the root. Jax comes in, back off, and just start shooting him, coming back, walking away, coming back in when I can. Fortunately, I go down to Gangplank. Yeah, unfortunately, we all go down, but thankfully, while they were distracted with us three down there, Lux was able to take care of top lane and work on getting the second tier turret and get on the inhibitor turret. So barely misses Lucian, but she has to back off since now Gangplank is coming in for mid lane to get that. Ornn working on getting Dragon. I don't know if he gets it or not. And he's scanning out for the Lux. Lux coming out of hiding of the jungle. Let's see if she can get Lucian. Looks like she gets. She tried to do something special with the flash. Or she unfortunately missing that, and Annie comes in with the stun up and coming. Aatrox dying to Gangplank. And they're coming in to try and get the Gangplank. Ornn does get the dragon. So here at this point, I'm out of range for the root, and I decide to get the minions, and then after I have the movement speed from shooting the minions, I come in. Root Annie, unfortunately, I'm out of range to help much, and here Rammus comes in. Annie comes in range, shoot her, and I kill Tibbers. So
I'll be needing more grog.
So now we're back to a similar spot of where we killed the weak, and now we're stuck with the strong still up. And currently their strong are currently Ornn with all his CC and his shields and tankiness, Gangplank with his burst potential, and Jax with his chasing and DPS, which currently outclass all of our DPS, as our only amount of attack speed is Aatrox. Unfortunately, he's not really going for much durability, he's going for a much more damaging build. So Gangplank hiding in the bush, trying to get us.
Set course.
He goes back. Oh, excuse me. Jax gets blue, Jackson over in the topside jungle. Lux doing something in our jungle, get rid of the barrel. So now the four of us are grouped together, and at this point it's 36 minutes into the game. We need to get a Baron. We need to get Baron. Lucian in bot lane trying to push that tower. He's in the bush. Gets away. Rammus doesn't check it. So now me and Pantheon are in mid lane, just pushing out the wave. So nothing too special going on. Lux and Aatrox in the top lane trying to do something there. Ornn and Lucian going to respond to that, while Gangplank and Jax are still in mid to respond to us. Rammus comes in, barely doesn't get it. Aatrox goes down to Lucian, just barely. And now the three of us go to respond to Annie in the bot lane. Get that. Almost get the root, so I don't get the assist. Thankfully, we still get the kill. Gangplank kills Lux. Jax barely surviving. Lucian very low in the top lane, and we just return to mid lane.
How about ya?
Ram is going in. Can't loop around to get the Gangplank, so it's not clearing the wave. So I was gonna go with I just go with Rammus. Unfortunately, Rammus is very quick, so I can't keep up with him. I'm gonna try and get the Lucian, but we just end up getting the wave instead.
This passion compels me.
So clear top a little bit. Back in mid, Aatrox and Ornn doing their thing. Jax is now joined, so it's special. We hit the scrying over, take out the blue ward, blue team's ward. Ornn ults, Lucian goes down pretty quickly. I get that one kill. I have to get away from Jax. Fortunately, I go down. Aatrox, it's passive, goes down as well. Rammus is the only one to live. So now Pantheon and Lucian, Pantheon and Rammus are the only ones left, so they take care of our inhibitor turret and quickly take out our inhibitor. Unfortunately, now they have 4 and Rammus goes down fairly quickly. And he goes in for a stun trying to save him. Unfortunately, Jax and Andy finish him off. And Pantheon barely survives that. So now, and Gangplank gets a barrel kill. So Lux with the snipe on Jax, good job, and we protect our turret. Protect our last Nexus turret. So I'm up. I'm running after them. I'm ready. He uses that barrel, so he gets some move speed off. Fortunately, can't get to them in time. So things come to the point where things are starting to become very difficult because Jax in this current standpoint is fairly tanky, and thanks to his DPS, he can kill me fairly easily since I'm not DPS oriented at all. I am very, very long range and very burst oriented. So here they're all in near our blue, near the Elder Drake. Get the root off on Lucian, he dies to Lux ult. Ornn comes in, and here we decide to shoot him, focus on him instead. Get that kill. Pantheon dealing with Annie in the bot lane. Barely dies to her. She's got a level up. So, barely missing the ult on Gangplank there. Thankfully, Lux comes in with the flash and gets the point blank root. So, Annie gets our bot lane inhibitor turret. Aatrox ults. And I shoot her with the rapid fire cannon shot. And since Tibbers goes after the killer, Tibbers goes after me. And I don't barely take any damage for that. And now just defend the base from all the super minions. And so, Rammus says go for Baron. That's a good call since most of the team is dead. The only one up is Jax. And given my force shot deals missing damage and guaranteed crits, we can get Baron fairly easily once it starts getting more hurt. So got some damage on that force shot crit. Get the Baron. My trap deters them. Trap dealing a decent amount of damage at this point. I have 790 AD. I am full build with the elixir on. So at this point, any shot against the against the squishier targets such as Lucian and Annie, and a smaller degree Gangplank, they can be killed fairly quickly, and from a range they can't really deal with since I have Rapid Fire Cannon, and it gives you bonus range on your next auto attack when you have the energized effect. So here, this is where I tried to root him, but he got away. So here, Orin just barely got out of range of my root, so I didn't get an assist for that, but I tried anyway. And in terms of getting Lucian, good on him. Unfortunately, he has to get away from the Jax, since Jax has full health and Guardian Angel. Gangplank pushing bot lane, and here we set to defend mid lane from the super minions until our Hibber comes back up. Here we go scouting for Gangplank. Unfortunately, to no success. Ramos got to use the Rap Portal, put it down to get the minions. Pantheon going in to stun Jax. I get the root on Jax, and Lux gets the root on him, and he dies with the trap down to slow down Jax when he comes back up. Get the final shot on him, and he goes down. As you heard the announcer say, Red Team's inhibitor is coming back up, so that's very good for us. We can start pushing again without having super minions in the way. So here's the inhibitor's about to come back up. The blue team is losing their super minions, so now we're able to push very easily, and we're able to advance to their inhibitor and to take that down. So at this point, scores almost final, but not yet. Right now I'm 27, 9, and 17. Destroyed a blue inhibitor. Pantheon 13, 12, and 24. They get Annie. Rammus 5, 12, and 21. Lux making a very good impact on the game. 15, 17, and 12, very good. Get the root off, kill Lucian. So put the traps down, try and get Ornn. Slow him down, kill Ornn in the nick of time. 29, 9, and 17. So we ace them probably for half a second. Ms. Jax is up right now, and here we're looking for a kill on Jax, or really anyone at this point. Get that, root him, kill him with the final shot. Didn't mean to take that, but barely got it. So here we end the game at 39 to 17. The kill lane of Pantheon and Jhin. And that ends the game on a good victory. Very, very tough game, but very good comeback and very good effort by everyone. Alright, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video.